courthouse protesting taxes here in Franklin County. Little ragtag radical group of people that got together. Y'all remember that ragtag bunch? You know, and they were talking about those fat cat politicians over there that were spending money like there was no end. And then the tax party movement kind of took on from that. And I can remember that after the first event, how many of you remember that the media, you know, the Constantly News Network and the PMSNBC people were all talking about, well, that was all fine and dandy. That was, you know, nice little outfit there they pulled together. But what are they going to do now? And look at you. And it ain't going to stop. It's exciting. You ragtag bunch of radicals. You got them running. You got them up against the ropes. You know, the only thing they fear is an informed voter. Right? Man, I'll tell you what, you guys, consider yourself, you know, if you're going to put a resume together, and I don't have one because I haven't needed one for years. I'm a small business owner, and you know what? When you're a small business owner, you spend most of your time fighting off the government, and nobody ever asks me for a resume because I'm not looking for a job. I'm trying to help people get to work and put money in their pockets and raise their families. But, you know, one of the reasons why we don't even need to be discussing health control or cap and tax or whatever you want to call it, how many of you know that those are unconstitutional? Right? We don't even need to be talking about it, much less read the bill. No, we don't need to read the bill because we shouldn't even be talking about health control. We should be talking more, I think, about states' rights. You know, healthcare and cap and tax ain't in the Constitution. It's not one of the 17 powers delegated to Congress. I've learned a lot by having Paul Kurtman around. He's going to come up in a little bit. How many of you know Paul? I've learned a whole bunch from Paul Kurtman, and especially about states' rights and the powers given to Congress. You know, I wish when I was 28 years old, Paul's a young guy, I wish when I would have been 28 years old, I would have had as much knowledge about the way government should run as he does. And you know, we had a couple of fellas on our station program, the Patriot Enclave, the other morning. They were in their early 20s, and I don't know how many of you heard those two young men on the station. They were fired up. They gave me, I mean, hope for our future. They are the up-and-coming leaders, and they absolutely know what's wrong with the United States government, and they know what it's going to take to fix it. And I'm so proud of our next generation coming up. One thing I will say that as I come to these events, you know, I look around and I don't see too many, and I've been to a few of these, and I don't see too many of our elected officials here. They certainly don't need to be up here speaking, you know. But how many of you realize you don't see too many of your elected officials? There are a couple. I think there's one here. Is there any elected officials here? Anywhere? Holler? Got one back there? Anybody else? Okay. Oh, I see them way over there. There's a couple. Maybe they I don't know. What do you think about that? Think they'd be interested in hearing what you have to say, don't you think? Thank you for the ones that decided to show up and be with the people. To be with the people. And I will say, I want to say that, you know, in spite of, you know, I know Diane man, she gave a great speech there. I didn't get a chance to look at her notes, but she had everything all typed out nice and neat. And if I would have typed mine out, I could have put them on an index card. Because I don't even know how to type, you know. But I wrote out a bunch of stuff and put some highlight on there. And if I lose any of these pages, we are in trouble. We still live in the greatest country in the world. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. No, you know, with all of our faults, we represent the greatest country in the world. There's no reason for us to apologize for anything. The countries that hate us, and there are some, right, are the same countries that are free from tyranny today because of our military men and women who are willing to go on those foreign soils and give liberty to those people. We have nothing to apologize for. And so I don't know if they're going to mention any upcoming events, but you know, when I was talking about states' rights a while ago, I will tell you that we're going to have a states' right event, a rally over here in Washington. I believe it's this Thursday, the 10th. And we're going to have some great speakers over there. If you want to know and you want to hear some great speakers talk about states' rights, it's going to be at the Renwick Riverfront Park in Washington, starting at 7 o'clock. We've got a great lineup of speakers. We've got Senator Jim Lemke and Representative Brian Nieves, and we've got a Kenny Jackson who wrote a book called The Big Black Lie. We've got a lot of great speakers coming in to speak over there, and that's going to be this Thursday at Renwick Riverfront Park. I just want to encourage you to come over there. There's one more thing I'm going to say. I stole this from Paul Kirkman, and I don't know where he got it from, but it's this, you know, he talks about the Constitution. He says, the Constitution is the chain that holds the government, right? The Constitution is a chain to hold the government. And we, the people, are the strength of that chain. Amen? And so here's what I want to leave you. I'm so fired up. I'm so excited to be a part of it today. I hope I wasn't too long-winded. You know, I'm kind of like, some people say I'm kind of like a preacher. You know, you never really finish, you just stop. You know? And so I'm just going to stop, okay? Because I know we've got some great speakers coming up. I've seen the lineup. I'm encouraged by the people you're going to get a chance to listen to today. But here's what I want you to know. You are the one. This is the place right here to make a difference. And this is our time. God bless you and God bless America.